Okay, here's how I got the Lumenator here. It's the main, Lumenator right there. You see the size? It's about as big as a hand. It's got this Velcro strap here. And in here you have the Velcro pieces, and we have the various filters and extras, which is quite neat. Got our little star there. So now we also get this with it. It's going to be the battery pack and some other information. The main information on the product comes in there as well. Quick start guide. Watch the video at this link right down here, and it's from the ColorRight folks. The power supply for continual power. Get the charger. We get here is the piece for attaching the ball here, for attaching to the camera. Quality certified. More cables. One that said URL on that piece of paper, and then I can watch the quick start guide. I want to apply the Velcro on the battery so I can hook it up to the Lumenator itself, and they recommend on the video to do it right underneath the warnings here for the battery. Should be right about here. So we're just gonna remove just like that, and then we can get, this sort of situation. It is industrial strength, like you said. Okay, right, so with the US adapter here, I need to use a converter in Europe here, and you need to turn this on, this little button here, and you'll see it turns red, and when we charge it, it'll turn green, and it will stay green and until it's charged, and then it goes off, turns into nothing. Well, here, I'll show you. I'll plug it in here. Okay, so now you see it's also red here and red here, and then when we plug it in, you see it turns green up here. You see it turns green up there. So now we just have to wait for that green light to go off. Then we'll be fine. So now how do we get it on the camera while it's charging up there? There is a hot shoe mount on this little device we have for the light stand. It also can be used here on the hot shoe. You just tighten that down. This is my Nikon D7000. Would probably work on all Nikons and Canons and whatnot. So once you have this on there, you use a handy little flexible ball here. You can position it and you can tighten it up there. Have it with a slightly, aiming forward. And then you can, mount the Lumenator right in there. Just spin it right in. You can tighten that ball down, and there you have it. it just, you know, goes right in. Okay, so now we charge up the battery. Got the camera here. And now what I'm going to do is put them like this. There. I have this cable here for going from here. And it plugs into the Lumenator here on the side. See that there? I have it there and there. And first, let's try it without any filters. First test. Here we go. We see here the no light is on. If I turn it on here on the battery pack, wow, wow, is all I can say. I mean, look at that lighting. Look at that light. Just incredible. Nice, soft, bright light. It doesn't hurt your eyes to look at it. I mean, almost not at all. If you look in the corners, it may be a little bit sharp on the eyes, but in general, if you're just looking, it doesn't hurt your eyes. Here, I'll show you another angle. Let's see here, battery pack. Everything's hooked up. So now we do it like this. I'll move the camera up somewhere high here. It's actually pretty lightweight, and I can film right back at you. Take off my obviously I have a tripod for doing this most of the time, but I can now film right back at you. And if I turn off the light source, that's what you get. So you see the difference. It's pretty incredible and pretty neat. Once again, it's pretty light, it's pretty stable. And I wouldn't want to be move around too much, but I'll generally have this right here hooked up to my tripod, and then have it stabilized. And I look forward to trying it out. My first job tomorrow night at a grand opening for the Bulb Association here in Holland, and I'll give you more details then. And if I turn off the light source, that's what you get. The Lumenator. I think I like it. Without the light, and now with the Lumenator. And now, I'll take the...
eigen persoonlijke wensballonnen. Wordt helemaal fantastisch vanavond.
I'm going to get some of the filters on here, like the spotlight filter here. And for that, you need to attach these Velcro things in the four corners. You know, here, up there, and just place it on there, and it stays. And then I can, now have a spotlight function, which will obviously, zero the light in on one specific, space instead of a larger environment.